Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire. Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire.
What does that ring mean? Does that mean love on your hand?
No, it doesn't mean love.
They didn't get you off the market yet?
Nobody got me off the market yet. But I hear that you're off the market. Since you're talking about it.
Since you hear all kind of things.
Are you with Sierra?
No.
You two were never together?
No.
Then why did your baby mother say you be parking Sierra cars at the house?
My baby mama? You talking to my baby mama? You ain't talking to my baby mama.
That's what she said on the news report. Is she crazy?
Nah. She like you. She just start trouble for no reason.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Look how you start.
So you and Sierra never was together?
Now let me prove it. Let me play with your girls.
No. You see what you're saying?
Bring them girls over the table.
Stop it, 50.
Are you conscious of yourself?
I love myself.
Are you comfortable with it?
I'm very comfortable with it.
Because I'm seeing the way your expressions changing, your facial expressions, like you're uncomfortable with me talking about how lovely your breasts are.
Here's 50, Dr. 50 over here. You think Sierra is relevant right now?
I think she's hot. I think Kelly Rowland is hot. Baby by me, I just did.
She's gonna be in that video?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
I just shot the video with her. I think she's hot. And y'all get a chance to check that out.
Do you think that she should have been bigger than Beyonce, if not on that same level?
Well, I think Rihanna's smoking hot right now as far as that Russian roulette joint. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it's dark, but I think it's hot.
I think it's art. It is dark, but it's art.
Yeah, but certain people will look and they go, damn, Rihanna. She just moved to the A-list for my ass whooping, and then now don't look at me like I just said something crazy when you know what happened. Come on, y'all. Now I feel like I'm in this interview by myself. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
No, she went. So you're saying Rihanna went from B to A?
No, the exposure level changed. You got Oprah Winfrey doing shows about her. You see, she's actually coming out on the 23rd.
Yeah.
So is that her record in rotation here?
Yeah.
It is.
No, I'm saying let's go back to Kelly Rowland. We know Rihanna's hot, but can she stand the time? Her and Sierra against the Beyoncés and the Rihannas of the world.
Well, you know what? What you got with Kelly is I think she needs the same marketing dollars Beyonce has.
Yeah.
It's obvious Beyonce's been the focus the entire time. So if you put the same, she just had a #1 record, like outside of the country.
She's big.
Everywhere. Kelly Rowland, #1 everywhere else. You think I care about how they feel about me and who I'm on screen with here?
Right.
I'm global. So if you just think about in the neighborhood, I'm like, check this out. When they say 50 put too much melody in his music, or you doing this. When I go international, when I'm in Venezuela, Colombia, Chile, Medellin, Colombia, all these different places, all they can follow is the melody. Mm-hmm. They don't know English.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the music is breaking the language barrier. It's obvious that they're not getting a chance to go outside the country. They think London's an international tour.
So you and Kelly Rowland aren't dating?
No.
Okay. Would you like to date Kelly Rowland?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
So I want to play with your girls.
This is 50.com.
Boyfriend?
No, I don't have a boyfriend.
So why you make your face like that?
Look, I was trying to find.
So you see, am I not handsome? I'm not handsome.
50.
Would you date me or Jay-Z first? Which one would you date first?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Why? Because of money? Stop being such a gold digger. This is an easy question. I'm asking you what your preference is.
You both have swag. It depends on which one calls me back first.
What about Swiss Beats? Swiss Beats?
Not my type.
Not your type? Skinny?
She's kind of corny.
What about soft? Jay's like, he doesn't work out. It's like soft. You don't want.
Let's talk about you. I was trying to find stuff on you on Twitter. I noticed that your Twitter page links up to your This Is 50.com page. Right. Very smart in terms of marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you tweet yourself, or is that your people that do the twittering for you?
Well, I do it occasionally, but they go in there and they update everybody so they can kind of. Mm-hmm. My focus, I utilize This Is 50.com, so I'm on there. You make your comments, if you tell me something, mm-hmm. I'll actually see it and hear it. Mm-hmm.
So you have the cologne, and you're wearing that now.
Powered by 50.
It smells good too.
It's the smell of success, baby.
Oh. You got the book out right now.
Right, the 50th Floor is out. Myself and Robert Greene, we collaborated on that. You guys probably know him from 33 Strategies of War, The Art of Seduction, or 48 Laws of Power.
Is that how you live your life?
Well, no, but it's good to be conscious of it because everybody doesn't have your best interest in mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like you. I could just dominate you, girl.
You
I can see it in your face. I could tell. Because you wear yours on your sleeve. So I could tell what your emotion, how you feeling and stuff.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
I like them little yellow girls, too.
All right, so let's talk about your relationship with Young Buck.
Yeah, okay.
Have you spoken to him?
No, I haven't.
That was pretty foul. You leaked that voicemail.
Was that foul?
That was foul.
Now let me see. From my perspective, let me say this to you, right? If a person keeps flip flopping, going back and forth, because it's obvious you don't think to tape something unless it's happening repeatedly. This is my explanation to the public of why we're not functioning. Mm-hmm. By saying, okay, hear it for yourself, instead of me having to explain it to you, because you would have just took it as if 50's upset again, and 50's mad and he's bitter for whatever reasons. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's obvious at that point that we actually stopped communicating with each other. He owed me $250,000. Mm-hmm. Paid his taxes twice. So,
does he have money now? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You know, but you know, I hope he's doing well. You know, I don't wish anything bad on him. Like, if you had an opportunity to make money together, I'd work with. I wouldn't actually work on his material again because I think they forgot what I offered them. Mm-hmm. You know, as far as artist development is concerned, it doesn't exist in the music business anymore. Mm-hmm. And I took them and prepared them to be in front of audiences that they would have never had that outlet for. Mm-hmm. And I think they just forgot. You know, sometimes artists stand there and they want the crowd to be there for them.
Do you think that you and Young Buck will ever get to the point where y'all can be cool, like you could fix that?
Well, you know, I got this thing, right? When people do things to me, I say it's their fault because they did it to me, right? But the second time they do it to me, it's my fault because I allowed them to stick around and do it to me again. Mm-hmm. And I'm fine with not actually having a relationship with him. If it makes sense business-wise for us to do something, why not? You know, I wish him the best. It's just I don't have an interest in being friends with him. Mm-hmm.
You had this G-Unit Day in Queens.
Yeah.
I heard that went very well.
It did. No one shot, no nothing.
Yeah.
See, when you have the New York Post, what they did that was so bad was they made pretty much a map from where I got shot previously to where I was performing. This is all for ratings, for them to sell a newspaper. Mm-hmm. And then, like, while I was actually working out the permits for it,
they were scared at first.
Yeah,
right?
they were.
Because they denied you permits, right? At first?
The music permits, and then they moved it to another day that no one knew. You know, it doesn't matter to me. It's obvious it was for the kids. I was performing for free for, you know. Yeah.
I saw your response. Was it MTV News where Fabulous tweeted, you know, it's funny that 50 Cent has a concert and he's trying to bring New York rappers together when he somewhat keeps them divided. I guess your beef with Jada, Nas. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, I didn't keep them divided. I had issues with artists that presented themselves to me. Because everybody that I've had issues with has previously had issues with Jay-Z. Think about it.
I am thinking about it. It's going through my head. But do you think that New York rappers will get to the point where it's enough beef and let's get to the music?
I think that was the point we're at, when we can all be in one space, perform, and be positive and productive together. I think Fabulous's thing is that I think what they got from him was barbershop talk. What they got from him is what you would say to your friend. Because Twitter is happening on personal devices. The same device that you would communicate with your loved ones and your people that are your friends that you communicate with is what they're using to write on Twitter, and they forget that they're making a public statement when they're doing it because of how many people are following them on Twitter. Right. You know, and then when he says it, they'll reach out to me to make it clear that, yo, I don't want no problems. I don't have no problem with it.
Is that what Fabulous did?
I've had people call in his behalf to say, yo, he didn't mean it like that. That was, you know, taken out of context. But they reported what he said at that point and didn't say what he said to fix it.
The back end.
Right.
Yeah.